Hello and welcome to Google Sites tutorial number 3, which is adding pages to your website. In order to create my pages, I first have to go to my planning document so I know exactly what kind of pages to add. So if I go to my planning document, I have my home page, and then I know I want to create main pages about the teacher, class policies and expectations, a set of pages with sub-pages on the types of lessons that we might have in my classroom, as well as some digital tools. So altogether, I'm going to create 9 pages. Some of them are below other pages, some of them are at what we would call the top level or main pages of the site. To create pages, I'm simply going to click the plus page button and name my page. So this one is about the teacher. If you have spaces, you'll also have a dash in the URL. To get rid of that, you can always take out those spaces, and I'll show you how to fix it on the page if you'd like. We have different templates that we can use for pages. So the normal page is called a web page. It's just a regular web page that has information. I can create a page of announcements that are kind of blog style, where you create an announcement and then you create another announcement, and that page is just ever growing. A filing cabinet will be a page that has things that you've uploaded. I can also create a list of items that aren't in a filing cabinet because they're not uploaded. It's just a list. So one way I've used the list in the past is for project, like mini steps within a project. I've listed out, these are the steps that you must follow in this project. And then of course I can also create a new page as the start page. It would replace my welcome page, which is not what I want to do. So I'm going to choose web page. I can now choose to put it at the top level, which means it's basically equal to the home page, or I could put it as a sub page under home. I'm going to keep it at the top level and then click create. Now you see I have about the teacher is all in one word so that my URL has no dashes in it. So instead I'm going to go in and just add the spaces that I want once the page opens. And I'm just putting just a placeholder right now. Click save. So now the page will have a place for about the teacher. I'm going to add all my biography, my professional biography to this page. Now if I want to create additional pages, I can do it from here or I can do it from the home page. It really doesn't matter. If I'm creating subpages, it's usually easier to start at that page and then create pages underneath it. So let me show you an example. So I want to create a new top level page, and see I'm looking at the URL. It has a dash in it and I don't really like that dash, so I'm gonna go back, and so this says class lessons activities. Again, I'm going to keep it as a web page, and like I said, I want to keep this as a top level. I'm going to click create. I'm going to now add in my spaces and my ampersand. Now I've noticed that I had an extra S that I didn't realize before, so I want to change that. I'm going to click save. From here I want to edit this page. So if I click the gear button and then I go down to page settings, this gives me a place where I can add a description and I can also edit the URL. I just want to take out that extra S and click save. Should now be correct. Now from here I want to add additional pages. I know I want to make a page called collaboration. That's one of the activities that we're adding to the web page. Again, I'm going to keep it as a web page, and this time I want to put it under class lessons and activities. If I wanted to put it someplace else, I could click the choose a different location, and I can choose a different place to put it under. In this case, I do want to keep it under class lessons and activities, and then I'm going to click create. I know I'm going to add an activity, and I'm going to click save. If I go to my class lessons and activities page, you see I have one subpage on collaboration. I'm going to create another one on productivity. Again, I want it as a web page, and I want to put it under class lessons and activities. I'm going to add an activity later and then click save. And now when I look at class lessons and activities, now I have two subpages, as well as over here on the left hand navigation, I've got two subpages under class lessons and activities. I can collapse that if I want to or keep it open. And that is how to add different kinds of pages to your website.